Hi, my name's Harrii, and for reasons far beyond human comprehension, I bought this lot of untested / broken Nintendo Wiis. Today we're going to see what's wrong with them and whether or not I can fix them. Though with my very limited skill set, I imagine I will not be able to fix them. Let's find out. Now I just want to give everyone a little heads up. This video contains spiders. Now if that's enough to put you off your food that you're currently eating, or you're just shit scared of them, this is your chance to turn away. Spiders in a video, that's all I'm gonna say. Please be aware this is not a tutorial. I am by no means an expert. In fact, I would say that I am the opposite of an expert, but even less so. I, ladies and gentlemen, I'm an idiot. Do not follow anything you see in this video, as you may end up with spider-related injuries. So with my stack of Wiis at the ready, I set out to test these things. Now, I bought these from eBay, and if you're unfamiliar with broken technology from eBay, an untested lot of items usually means I know for certain this is broken, but I'm saying it's untested to get more money. However, as you can see from this first Wii that I turned on, at least one of these was working, which I was kind of disappointed by, so I flipped open the little, I flipped that thing open and attempted to connect a Wii remote to it, because I was hoping that wouldn't work, because that would be a really easy fix and would give good easy content for this video. Unfortunately, however, the Wii remote did connect and I was able to control things as normal. Next job was to test if the disk drive was working, and Mini Ninjas, to answer your question, yes, it was working. And I suppose I got a free disc from this, which I will never ever use again. Moving on to the second Wii, as soon as I plugged it in, I noticed the red light came on, which was yet again a frustrating development. This Wii also seemed to be cursed with the gift of life and showed the normal boot up screen as you would expect. I opened up the flippy flap and connected the Wii remote. Yet another successful Wii remote connection. Everything on the home screen seemed to be working fine. And again, the disk drive was definitely working, and we actually got a good game this time, so I was kind of happy with that one. By the time I connected up the third Wii and saw that it was powering on also, I was really starting to question my entire life. I mean, at this point I'm just a dude who bought 5 Nintendo Wiis in 2024, nothing wrong with them, no point to the video. Once again, opened the flippy flap and it all connected up properly. Things were seeming pretty grim by this point. I did quickly notice, however, that unlike the other Wiis, this one had no game playing inside it, and I thought I might have been lucky and the disk drive was dead and we had something to fix. But no. Mini Ninjas, of course, came to our demise. As you can see here, the game started to load up and eventually... Fucking Mini Ninjas ruining my dreams once again. I was now wishing any kind of ill health I could on this red Nintendo Wii. I've never had a red one before, so I was hoping it was some kind of unlucky thing that meant that it would not be working properly. But no, it seemed to boot up fine. Flippy flap opened fine. Wii remote connected fine. Things were not looking good. Though despite this, I did notice once again that there was no disc, only this time Mini Ninjas did not seem to want to go in. And aha! An error had occurred. This is exactly what I was looking for. Pushing the eject button showed that there actually was a disc inside, which was even better because it meant that not only would a disc not go in because of that, but it actually could not read discs at all. Finally, we were having some luck. Bad luck. I don't know. I rebooted the console and attempted to put another disc in it, just to make sure that it wasn't a bit of a fluke and the original disc was stuck or something. But no, definitely no disc was getting inserted. There was actually a chance that there was something to put into this video. Finally, I booted up the last of the Wiis just to see if there was anything wrong with that one either, but honestly I was happy enough with just one at this point. This Wii had a functioning flippy flap and seemed to run Mini Ninjas just fine, so I decided to turn it off pretty quickly and get to looking at the red Wii to see what was really wrong with it. As soon as I picked up the red Wii to see what was wrong with it, I noticed I could hear something kind of like jangling about in there. It sounded metal, maybe like something was stuck in the disc slot, but I didn't have enough information, so I decided it was time to take it apart. I pulled out my trusty iFixit kit, which I'm obviously not sponsored by, and found the right screwdrivers and got to it. There's only so much commentary a man can do over a montage of clips of a red Wii getting torn to bits, so if you feel like skipping ahead, go for it, I will not judge you. Now, luckily for you guys, they were so small and thin that my camera couldn't really pick them up, but this is where I noticed the first of my problems. This is where I encountered the spiders. I'd like to make it very clear, I did not kill the spiders, they came that way. Thank you. So that's right, midway through I find out this bad boy is full of spiders. That's right, spiders in this bit, spiders all around these parts, all over this piece of shit. Spiders everywhere. And what's the only logical solution to a Nintendo console riddled with spiders? You hoover those things out of there, that's the only thing you can do. You get a hoover with a big pole on it, and you stand as far back as you can and you hoover that thing. You put on gloves for the first time in your life when working with electronics, and you just hoover that thing, you vacuum that shit out of there. Nothing else can be done. Now, naturally, my very initial reaction was to just smack the shit out of the other end of that thing, hopefully dislodge anything that I could and clean out the bottom as best as possible. Though once I opened the lid and removed the heat shield, I think that silver thing is, I don't know, I realised that it was pretty impossible and, you know, the hoover was definitely going to be necessary. As you can see, this is around the part where I got scared and started using gloves, and also got any cloths and rubbing alcohol that I could to try and clean this thing up. Once I was satisfied that we were spider free, I decided it was time to actually remove the disk drive. This once again was just pretty boring, removing a bunch of screws, so again I will not judge you if you want to skip this part. Finally I had the disk drive out and I disconnected the flex cable. By this point I could really tell that there was something stuck in there. I could hear it moving about. It turned out the spiders was not our only problem. After a solid 10 minutes or so of aggressively shaking this thing like a child shaking a present on Christmas Day, I realised that it was actually a coin. There was a 2p coin stuck inside the disk drive. As with the spiders, I had never experienced a coin inside of a disk drive before, so I decided that the best thing to do was just try and pull it out of there. I got my tweezers and I just started ragging at that thing. I tried this for way longer than I care to admit. After getting very frustrated, I eventually realised, oh wait, you don't have to sit here like an idiot trying to pinch the coin out of there. You can actually just remove that silver bit. So it was literally 1 or 2 screws saved me hours of pain, and upon peeling it up I realised, yep, that coin can just be lifted out very easily. So I was already 2p up on this video, things were looking pretty good. I set aside my trusty coin for a rainy day and started to put back the disk drive into the Wii. With the flex cable installed again and the disk drive seated properly back into the console, I decided to just have a way with all health and safety and plug all the wires back into the Wii to test if the drive was working before I put it all back together. Upon plugging it in, the power light came on, which was always a good sign after disassembling something, and after I pushed the power button, the Wii booted up properly as it did before. Finally, it was time to answer the question we're all waiting to hear: can Mini Ninjas redeem itself? I inserted it into the Wii and it seemed to run properly. However, this is Mini Ninjas we're dealing with. Of course, there was still an error. The Wii had not been fixed. Or so I thought. It turned out what I said at the start of the video was very true. I am an idiot and I'd put the disc in upside down. So Mini Ninjas was actually behaving itself and was running properly. All was well with the world. So with the disk drive successfully fixed, the only thing left to do was heavily, and I mean heavily, disinfect and clean out the rest of this Wii and put it all back together. Now I hear yourself asking, Harrii, what are you going to do with all these Nintendo Wiis now that they're all completely working? And I am just as clueless as you. I may give them away, I may try and sell them. I don't know yet. Or I may just keep them on a shelf so that people can come into my room and say, hey, why the f have so many Nintendo Wiis? And I can reply with, I don't know. That's all from me, so until next time, thanks for watching.